What's going on, guys? G2 here. Welcome back to the bench, and today we're going to continue on our Colt AR M16 retro build. If you remember in our previous video here, we put our engravings on there and they came out pretty good. We had to take away the anodizing to make this etch. I could put the anodizing back on. That is a process that I am not equipped to do. I decided I'm going to go another route. So I said, you know what, I'm going to spray paint it, right? It'll turn out fine. Wrong. Turned out like crap. So what we're going to go with here is Aluma Black. So this is basically a Oxfo blue, so to speak, for aluminum. Oxfo blue will not work on aluminum. It'll only work on steel. Aluma Black is the only thing that will work on aluminum. Now, to do this, you're going to need Aluma Black. You're going to need some cotton balls, some Q-tips, some kind of application device. You're obviously going to need some gloves because this stuff is corrosive. So you want to make sure you've got eye protection and hand protection at all times when dealing with this stuff. And then you're going to need some kind of steel wool to clean off the area first. So that's what we're going to do here. The area is pretty much clean, but you're just going to get some steel wool. I like using this little steel brush. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some fancy dandy acetone. And we're also going to put down a little protective cloth here. So using our acetone, we're just going to grab ourselves a little cotton ball here. Put some acetone on this, and we're just going to wipe everything down, make sure that it is clean. You can see we had stuff on there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab another cotton ball here with some more, and we're going to go ahead and give it another rub down. Yeah, that's much better. There was our first pass and then our second pass. The Aluma Black says here you want to put it on a Q-tip or a cotton ball and just kind of rub it around. Well, typically this stuff is used for little nicks and marks and dents. We've got a much bigger area to work with. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some good old cleaning pads and we're going to place them over top of the areas that we want to color. I put Aluma Black here in a little dispenser. So what we can do is we can just add this just like so. The swatch is going to basically get all that up for us. Press it down on there. Let it make good contact with the metal. Just sit here. It says it only takes 1 minute. So we're going to let this sit, do its work. Yeah, you can see this is definitely darkening. So let's take that off. Let's take this one off, see how we did. We're going to grab ourselves now cotton ball, put some more on here, and now we're going to go ahead and in a circular motion just kind of rub this around. It's creating like a, I want to say almost a scale on it, so to speak. So we're obviously going to go back and, you know, hit it with some steel wool afterwards to get that scale off, but the circular motion is kind of assisting with that. It's getting the scale off. It's not building up, but it's still allowing this stuff to do its job. In some places it's not taking. So if you can see right around here, that halo where we didn't quite get down to the aluminum, it's like anodized into aluminum. You can see how that spot is messed up. Now I don't expect this to be perfectly black. Alright, there's kind of a little bit of an expectation you need to have here. And you can tell we're definitely getting darker overall. We still have this little halo right here. I'm not too concerned about that because we can blend that in with some paint. That's not a big deal to me. Again, we want this is going to end up having this weathered, worn look, so it's totally okay. But now that we've got the desired color, I think we like this. I'm going to go ahead take it upstairs, run it under cold water, and we washed it off, rinsed it off. You can see it's definitely darkened it up for sure. You can still see the logo on there. It looks old, it looks worn. Polish it with a clean cloth once it's done. And then it says to apply some gun stock wax, which I don't have, but we'll apply some oil, and then we'll let the whole thing set overnight. 24 hours later, let everything cure overnight, added that oil to it, let it sit up, and you can see, I gotta tell you guys, this turned out not too bad. You know, the markings are there. They're obviously, you know, not too noticeable, but they're there, and a lot of that has to do with the etch, not necessarily the black. But if we're looking at the black, it's pretty consistent with the rest of the piece. It has this nice, like, worn look. We can still see the Colt, just very faintly it's there, as well as up here. So some things that I would do different next time, I suggest go with the straight raw aluminum to begin with, and then you can either decide to get it anodized, ship it out and anodize it, or do this Aluma Black method. It's obviously going to work better on all raw. We had a couple of those parts which didn't quite, you can kind of see a little bit of that line here where the aluminum, where we stopped, we had the raw and the anodized. But overall, I think it turned out good. For the build that we want, we're doing a Battlefield pickup M16 clone. I think this is going to look pretty darn authentic, pretty good. Then we have our top here. So we kind of did the same process with the Aluma Black on this, even though it was anodized. And it's given it this kind of, you feel that, see that texture on this, almost like pitting, so to speak, but it's not pitting, it's just very superficial. And this is gonna look really sharp, not beautiful. I don't like beautiful. If I wanted a perfectly beautiful gun, I would go buy it. You may disagree with me, so leave your comment below. If you like an absolutely perfect gun, then that's you. That's not typically what I like, but to each their own. So we're gonna continue on. Next video, we're gonna put this whole thing together, and then we're gonna shoot it. So until next time, make sure that you're practicing safe weapons handling at all times and treating every weapon as if it was loaded. God bless America. G2 out.